Chocks and Chocolates, and in between Roberto for another video review. We have the Fox's Fabulous Winter Desserts Biscuit Selection. Yes, look at that. Only 4 biscuits though, actually. You know, you'd think it'd be a bit more than that actually, wouldn't you? But in a biscuit selection such as this, and it does feel quite thin. I imagine you probably only get two, maybe 3 of each. I don't know, but I don't know. Is that bad? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But there we go. He looks. I don't know. Normally they're a bit deeper, aren't they, and things like that. I don't know. You just feel, and sometimes they have about at least 8 different biscuits in these selections, don't they? So. Don't know, yeah. Interesting. But nonetheless, they look pretty good. You've got Millionaire Shortbread, Chocolate Brownie, Winter Chocolate and Raspberry Cheesecake, and Sticky Toffee Pudding. You can see my camera in the background there as well. It's a quite interesting one. I don't know if they're massively wintry though, are they? I mean, which one of those really is a winter dessert? Is any of them winter desserts, really? I don't think any of those are particularly winter desserty. I mean, maybe the Sticky Toffee Pudding, but I think that's pushing it just by the fact that toffee is a sort of thing that comes around bonfire night, isn't it, in the UK? But that's about it. So I'm not too sure they're massively wintry, but nonetheless they look pretty nice. But again, all quite similar, really. You know, I mean, they're obviously not exactly the same, but they're similar. You know, similar designs. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is a sort of, I don't know. Someone had some free time and was able just to throw something together at minimal cost. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of how it's worked out. So let's see what's on the back. I mean, it's got a nice, it's got a sort of spot UV effect, whatever it's called. You know, where you can see the shiny bits there in the biscuits. So it's pretty nice. Does it actually have a description? We've got the Fox's stuff here. At Fox's, we understand that every biscuit needs to give you a little moment of pleasure. Well, this is very true. That's why we've used our expertise, developed since 1853, and high-quality ingredients like the rich chocolate in our Fox's Chocolatey winter desserts to bake our fabulously tasty biscuits for you to enjoy. foxesbiscuits.co.uk. An assortment of milk, dark and white chocolate-coated shortcake biscuits with flavoured cream fillings, decorated with a chocolate drizzle. Alright, so that's quite good then, I guess. It's got white chocolate, milk chocolate and dark chocolate. Clearly you can see that there's, I assume these are the milk chocolate ones here. There's more milk than anything else, but that tends to be the case nowadays, doesn't it? So, you know, 250 grams, by the way, it says on the bottom there. Let's have a look. Anything else of interest? Well, I mean, I've got the ingredients there. It's going to be difficult to go through them all, but it does say milk chocolate 23%, white chocolate 12%, dark chocolate 12%. There's that around there. I don't think there's much more. I don't think there's... I mean, I don't know how far to go with it really, but I mean, it does say white chocolate with caramel there, 2.5%. I mean, we could be here all day, I think, going through all these, and often I am in these reviews, but I think we'll probably call it there. Other than the fact that say it's got palm oil in. Alright, and at the bottom it says, milk chocolate contains cocoa solids 25% minimum, milk solids 14% minimum. White chocolate contains milk solids 14% minimum, dark chocolate contains cocoa solids 35% minimum. So that's not bad. For me, that's a good dark chocolate. This pack contains 16 biscuits, so there we go, so 4H12, 16. So, yeah, so is that 4 of each then, I think? Yep, should be, if it's equal. Per 100 grams, 530 calories, 28.5 grams of fat, 16.7 of which are saturates, and per average biscuits, approximately 16 grams, 88 calories, 4.7 grams of fat, 2.8 of which are saturates. Yeah, so it seems a reasonably good selection. I think 4 biscuits of each isn't bad. I imagine they're probably spaced out a bit then, because the box is quite big, so I imagine you probably get 2 of the brownies here, 2 of them there, and something like that, and others spaced out, and, you know, yeah, equally spaced out, rather than in just, yeah, imagine, just, I mean, also very big biscuits, I can't see them just being in a stack of 4, you know, But it looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's got nice surrounds, it's all quite similar, but it looks pretty good. So it's got like a nice opening there, which is quite good, isn't it? I might open it up here actually, just because it has a nice look to it there, doesn't it? Right, we'll give it an open here, then we'll move down, I think, just because it's going to be nice to open like this, hopefully, if I can not mess it up. So let's have a see. Well, okay, well, it's ripped already, which is a shame. There we go. Right, bit of rippage there. But there we go. Alright, and there we are, you can see there. So again, it feels like there should be more in there, doesn't there? Caesar's greetings from Foxes. But it does feel a bit like there should be at least one more in where the snowflake is, doesn't it? You know what I mean? There we go. Alright. Unfortunately, got a bit of the rippage here. Let's give it a bit of an open then as well around the edge. It's got the perforations. A nice, let's get your thumb in there. perfectly. Oh, okay, look at that. There we go. It's not bad, that. Not bad. There we go. That's not bad. Okay, that was pretty good, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. All right, well, let's move down and give them all an individual look and get in some further. So let's do it. Let's give them. We've already opened them. Let's open them further. Okay, everyone, I'm going to give these Fox's Winter Desserts Biscuit selection a bigger opening. We've already opened them a bit. We'll get into them much more. Okay, there we go. All right, there we are. Got a nice menu there if we need it. We'll come back to that, I'm sure. So you can see we've got the 4x4 array of them here, or however you want to say it. It's pretty good. Let's get the actual plastic getting some further. Don't really smell anything as it stands. Well, there you go, nice lovely smells open that. Well, especially like a toffee smell, I think they've all got individual smells, which is nice, but they're all blending together at the moment, unfortunately, so it's quite difficult to discern them. Alright, let's take one of each out, I think, and move away. There we go, okay. Okay, alright. Okay, so very nice indeed. So these are clearly the milk chocolate ones. And that's just the sticky toffee pudding, which is easy to identify because it looks a bit toffee-like. This one's the Millionaire Shortbread, I think. Chocolate brownie, I like the way that's dark chocolate. The white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake. Okay, very interesting. So they all look very similar size, though, you'd say, for sure. But we'll get the old calipers out and measure them. Here we go. Millimetres, which is always a good start. Okay, so they're all going to be the same size here. We'll give them all a rough measurement. Not quite perfect circles. 4.9. Sticky toffee pudding, 1.1, 1.13. So go with this one. Yeah, 4.9. Yeah, about 1.1. Was 1.13 a bit before. Yeah, so it couldn't depend where you go really. But yeah, 1.1. 4.9. So quite consistent, has to be said. That's 1.2 there almost. Okay, well, might just be a bit of a bulge in that one maybe. Four point 4.6 this one. It's a bit thinner it seems. It could just be because it's more a perfect circle at 1.2. So slightly different, but not massively. I mean, you can see I've put that one behind the other one. It doesn't look to be that much smaller, so. But it is a bit smaller, actually, has to be said. At certain angles, anyway. Okay, so what we'll do is I think we'll chop each one in half. Got the old trusty knife here. Could probably snap them, but okay, let's get to it. Don't waste any time. All right, there we go. All right, there we are. Snap them. We've cut them in half, basically. So you can see, yeah, so quite different, pleasantly different actually. You can see there, sticky toffee pudding on the top left, the white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake bottom left, chocolate brownie on the top right, and the Millionaire Shortbread in the bottom right. So yeah, look quite nice, don't they? All similar, of course, but definitely different. You know what I mean? I mean, again, I guess they were similar on the outside, but different. But you know, even more so on the inside. I mean, the white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake. I love the way the biscuit is like a pink. This is sticky toffee pudding. Regular biscuit there with that one. But the bottom right as well, the Millionaire Shortbread again, a sort of different biscuit again, really a bit lighter biscuit. And the chocolate brownie, a darker biscuit. Obviously all the different creams as well. So yeah, especially the toffee one. The sticky toffee pudding definitely has a distinct toffee-looking cream, and obviously the white chocolate and raspberry has one as well, very distinct. Yeah, so look pretty good. Do you smell? And the smells, I mean the white chocolate one is the one that smells quite distinct to me. The others smell reasonable, just of biscuit, but yeah, not too bad. But white chocolate one distinctly smells of white chocolate. Well, how did he taste then? So let's lift myself up and give them a taste. Let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Okay then, everyone, going to give these Fox's Fabulous Chocolatey Winter Desserts Biscuit selection a taste. Yeah, so we've had a look at them and seen what they're like. So pretty good distribution. box is pretty well filled, has to be said. But yeah, how did it taste? Well, we'll probably go through them individually, I think, actually. I'll bring back the box. Let's do the Millionaire Shortbread first, shall we? Find it correctly. There we go, Millionaire Shortbread, yeah. Alright, so, yeah, okay. It's pretty nice. We've got it here. So we'll give it, well, perhaps, yeah, just nibble it straight away. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a nibble. Nice biscuit, that. The cream tastes quite caramel-like, but not overly so. More of a fudge, I think. But you know, it's acceptable. Yeah, Millionaire Shortbread, of course, or shortcake, however you want to say it, is that sort of triple layered thing where it's got a chocolate top, caramel in the middle, and a sort of biscuit at the bottom. And it does a reasonable job of replicating that, actually. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good, that, actually. I think it's nice. It's just, it's not, it's subtle, you know what I mean? So the caramel sort of replica of the, which is the cream in it, is quite, it works quite well. It tastes a bit more, maybe slightly fudgy, but nonetheless, it still works. It's caramel enough, you know what I mean? Because the caramel in Millionaire Shortbread tends to be quite, not solid caramel, but it's not runny. And I think it replicates it quite well, that one. I think that's quite a nice biscuit, actually, yeah. It's a nice biscuit, that. I think, relatively straightforward, though, you know. Let's try dunking it a bit. I don't think a dunk's going to make much difference here, really. All biscuits tend to taste nicer when dunked. Wow. It does taste nice dunked. Really does. I mean, I can't really rate it when dunked, to be honest with you, because all biscuits taste gorgeous when dunked, but it's really nice. Yeah, I think this one replicates Millionaire Shortcake quite well. Millionaire Shortcakes tends to be, or shortbread, whatever, yeah. It replicates Millionaire Shortbread quite well. It tends to be, you know, it's not they're not the most exciting of dessert type things or treats or whatever, but they're nice all the same. And I think it's pretty much spot on, actually. As a biscuit, it's very nice. I think it's a good 4.5. The cream's not overly creamy as well, which is quite nice. I was quite surprised, but I thought it might be a bit too creamy, but it's not. I'm going to say, I don't want to get 4.5, you know. Don't want to peak too soon, do we really? I think it's very clever. I'm going to say it's closer to a 4.5 than a 3.5 for sure, but I'm going to say 4 out of 5 for that one. Very nice, so I was very impressed. I did like it a lot. Let's try the sticky toffee pudding then. On here, half of it that we snapped, so chopped in half before, so let's give it a go. Oh, hang on. Bit of a, maybe a slight toffee smell, but not much. How does it taste? This one's alright. It's still pleasant, but it's a bit more mundane than the other one, this one. I mean, even more so, really. I don't think it's a bit more of a straightforward biscuit. You know, it is still really nice, but I can't really taste much of a toffee from it. It's just a nice biscuit, if you know what I mean. Let's give it a bit of a dunk. Coffee, see what that happens, what it does to it. Yeah, makes it nicer, as you'd imagine. It just melts all the, you know, softens the biscuit, melts the chocolate, you know. This one is still a nice one, but it's definitely less distinct than the other one, you know, it really is. It is a very pleasant biscuit. I don't know, I feel like 3.5 is perhaps too low for it, really, but it's definitely less interesting than the other one. So, I mean, it's still a nice biscuit, it's just less, there's not much sticky toffee pudding about it, really. But I think it is really nice. You know, it's an indulgent biscuit, but yeah. I don't know, yeah, I feel like it's quite thick. I don't know. It's a difficult one. I think it's probably, yeah, I think it's just about a 3.5 out of 5, I think. You know, an average biscuit is very nice. You know, a normal digestive is a 2, chocolate digestive is a 3. You know, it's better than a chocolate digestive. I think that's about right. 3.5 out of 5. There's just not much sticky toffee pudding about it. It's not really much of a toffee taste. It's just sort of like a cream taste and a sort of biscuit taste, you know. There's not much really sticky toffee about it. But it is still nice, but disappointing, really. Oh, let's try the the white chocolate and raspberry cheesecakes. This one definitely looks very interesting, doesn't it? What you can see, yeah, a sort of pink biscuit. Right, let's give it a taste. Well, It definitely tastes a lot more creamy, this one. It tastes, that cream tastes of white chocolate, so it's quite sickly. It's nice though. I think people who are really into white chocolate will probably like this one a lot because it really does have a strong white chocolate taste. And the raspberry's quite nice as well, but not massively prominent. But nice enough. Let's give it a bit of a dunk. Again, I think can't see it not tasting any better. And the coffee tones it down a bit, which for me is actually better. It's nice, that one. It's just very, it's quite sickly. I think it's a bit too creamy maybe for me. The white chocolate lovers might love it because it really does come across as a sort of a strong white chocolate with that distinct creaminess that white chocolate tends to have, you know. But for me, it's just a bit too much, I think. But it's nice, but a bit too much. I think, you know, the raspberry taste is a bit not as prominent because of that as well. It is pushed off to the side. I think it looks great though, the biscuit, but it is kind of just a bit too sickly, a bit too creamy like. There's no cheesecake taste at all really in there. It's just biscuit and white chocolate and raspberry. So I think for me that one, it's a 3.5 out of 5 again. Really nice though, but yeah, it's really nice. It's a lovely indulgent biscuit. As I say, you know, it's 3.5 out of 5 is a good rating for biscuits. Digestives are a 2 out of 5 and milk chocolate digestives are a 3 out of 5. So it's definitely better than those, but it's just not quite enough to be a 4, I don't think. But it's a nice biscuit all the same. Well, let's try the, what's this one then? The chocolate brownie. So I'm most excited for this one, I have to say, but I feel like chocolate brownies are very difficult flavour or dessert or whatever to get done right, really. So we'll see how they manage it. Let's see. The part you don't get right is usually the softness, really. It's an interesting one, this one, but it tastes nothing like a chocolate brownie. If I start with the dark chocolate, it's quite prominent on it. It tastes like a dark chocolate biscuit, is the gist of it. That's what it tastes like, you know, with a cream. It's very, I'm trying to think what else. There's another biscuit I've had that it tastes exactly the same as, and I can't think what it is. It's probably just another from a Fox's selection. It doesn't taste like a brownie at all. It just tastes like a dark chocolate biscuit. Yes, it does have a cream in it, which is very nice. It's a lovely indulgent biscuit, but it's nothing like a chocolate brownie. It just doesn't taste like one. It's quite soft on the inside and things because of the cream and stuff like that. Right, dunked. Yeah, dunked. It's okay actually. I thought I was expecting more, but it's all right. I mean, that one, it's a nice biscuit. It's nice, but again, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't really pop. You know, it's a nice dark chocolate biscuit. Though I like that. I think what it is it works well as a dark chocolate biscuit. If you're just thinking of, I don't know, it's just not. It's just nothing like a brownie at all. It's just, you know, like a brownie's got sort of lots of different texture changes in it and soft gooey bits. You know, some have nuts in. You know what I mean? This one thankfully doesn't. I'm not a fan of nuts in my brownie, but you know, it has lots of gooey bits, crunchy bits, crackly bits. I mean, this has got biscuit in, so, you know, and a cream in. So I guess you could say the cream replicates the gooiness and the biscuit, the crunchy bits maybe. But I think that's taking a lot of artistic license there, to be honest with you. And then the fact that it tastes very distinctly of dark chocolate, which I don't think brownies tend to do unless you're having a dark chocolate brownie. But it's certainly not advertised as a dark chocolate brownie. And even if it was, it still doesn't really taste of a dark chocolate brownie. It just tastes of a dark chocolate biscuit with a cream in, you know. So, it's still really nice though, I have to say. It's definitely indulgent. It definitely is distinct. But they're all quite distinct really from one another. But this one specifically just has a dark chocolate taste. And I think, is that enough to really say it's a distinct flavour? And well, I guess in theory it is. But I think in this case of this one, all it is dark chocolate, whereas the others aren't, you know. So it's like saying the other one's, well, the other one tastes of milk chocolate or white chocolate. I think that kind of goes without saying, really. So I can't really say this is distinct because it tastes of dark chocolate, even though it's obviously more distinct than the others because it's quite a distinct flavour in itself. Being quite rich, you know, and it does. I say it's not overly richy, which is good for me. I like that in dark chocolate, not to be too much. But again, it kind of misses the brief, but it's still tasty. I like the biscuit itself, but I think it's just a bit mundane compared to the others, but I think the cream complements it well. You know, it's a good biscuit, but I expected more from it really, especially being labelled as chocolate brownie. It's nothing like that at all. So I think for me it's a 3.5 out of 5. Still very nice, very tasty. They're all very nice in this one, but none of them are blowing my socks off. They're just good biscuits, you know what I mean? But, you know, And looking back, again, the Millionaire Shortbread, the first one, 4 out of 5, and all the others, I think, are 3.5 out of 5. I think, was that too much for that? I don't think so, actually, because it was the only one that really specifically did taste of what it was meant to taste like, and it really did taste very similar to it. So, and it was nice, you know what I mean? They're all really good, but they're just not as good as you'd think, really, you know, but they're still nice. As I say, 3.5 out of 5 is a good rating for most biscuits. But would I rather have chocolate hobnobs and all these? Probably would, yeah. But, you know, these ones are quite indulgent, quite different, so they've got a place, if you know what I mean. So what do I rate the whole thing then, really? Well, as I say, most of the biscuits are 3.5 out of 5. It's a nice biscuit selection. You get plenty of them in there. They don't overly taste like the desserts they're meant to taste like. The sticky toffee pudding didn't really taste like it. The chocolate brownie didn't. I guess the white chocolate raspberry cheesecake, there's no cheesecake taste at all, really, in there. It's just biscuit and white chocolate and raspberry. So again, there's that. The only one that really tasted like it was meant to taste like was the Millionaire Shortbread one, you know, and yeah, so, I don't know. I think for me, the set, it's a nice set. There's a lot in there. There's 12 biscuits. It's not too bad. They are good biscuits. They're interesting. They're all very different. That's the thing. They're very different from each other, which I think is good. And as I say, the distribution is good as well. So I think overall, for that reason, it does bump it up a bit. So I think it's a 4 out of 5 for me. But there's definitely room for improvement there, for sure. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. You know the drill by now, I'm sure. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out YouTube Mode Program and Discord server. Links for those are in the description. Click on one of the videos that's appearing on the screen now. It's great to support my channel by continuing to watch my content. Leave a like, leave a comment. Always great to hear from you and always do my best to reply. And have a great day as well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.